At the request of a number of my viewers, I decided to pick up a Prostock hockey stick from prostocksticks.com, and I decided to do a review on it. I'm really happy with it, and I'm going to share with you guys my thoughts. Guys, you know I'm a top-end stick guy. I've been testing a lot of top-end sticks when I launched my channel. It's something that I'm going to do as we continue on. But with this Prostock hockeystick.com stick, the magic is really in the price point, because you're getting a really high-end top stick that performs really well with really good features in terms of weight, balance, shot power, feel, and yet it was only $169. So the value really is what you're getting for the money in this stick. And after these couple games that I played with it, I was really impressed with the shot power. I could let a bomb go, which is usually my favorite, thing that I do all the time. Love to stick handle with it because it's still nice and light, and the dampened blade made the puck feel excellent. So at the end of the day, guys, this stick is all about value, and that's what puts it so high on my tier stick list, and what I'm going to talk about in the video. What's going on, you guys? It's been a week. I got a new video for you. Justin, aka Boomer, Beer League Bum Hockey Reviews. And I've been testing a stick that actually a viewer mentioned to me, and I was super surprised because I picked one up and I was a little bit skeptical, especially with the price, but I thought I'd give it a go. And it was kind of an in-between with some of the high-end sticks that I've been testing. And it is the Prostock hockey stick.com. And I must say, guys, I'm actually really impressed. This is a really interesting stick. First and foremost, I bought it for $169, and it performs just like any top-end stick. And I'm surprised that more people don't know this stick, and they don't talk about it. I don't see them at Beer League Bum games. It's very, very surprising. So to give you an idea and a rundown of this stick, first things first, this is a Line A mid-kick blue line. It's about 370 grams, I believe. It feels really nice. It's got a crazy Line A curve. I'll talk about that in a minute. And I started shooting with this in warm-up, and instantly I knew this stick was better than both the Hyperlite and the Catalyst, which really surprised me. It's $200 and something less than both of those sticks, and it shows that the tech and the jargon that people come up with sometimes, these companies, it just doesn't match the good old school, tried and true, carbon fiber stick, lightweight, mid kick point. There's no skeleton tech, there's no Hyperlite blade, there's none of that stuff. And he doesn't even talk about any of that on his website. So it's just an excellent stick for that particular reason. It just goes to show you that sometimes you just don't need all that stuff. This stick reminds me a lot of old school Total Ones. I was a huge Supreme fan back in the day. I love the Total One, the original one. The NXG was excellent as well. And this reminds me a lot of that. When I was taking shots with it, you'll see in the couple clips from the games over the weekend, it just lets go of a good hard shot, nice release, really smooth, and hard kick. And with a dampened blade, it's nice and thick, it's dampened, you just got that good puck feel. So it feels a lot like the old school Total One, and I love that stick. It was an excellent stick, and it feels just like that, and it's actually a little bit lighter than those back in the day, which was about 410 grams or something like that. So it's really interesting, and it's really come a long way. And guys, the other thing for beer leaguers like us, this stick cannot be beat. I cannot say it again. I was talking to the guy actually online because I told him that we were doing a buy, and I just couldn't believe the value that this stick brings. And I told him I was super impressed with his sticks. And to be honest, I might even buy a bunch of these in my perfect style, mid-kick, 62 inches long, with the P14 curve, because unfortunately I went with a Line A, and I'll talk about that in a minute. And I'll be able to just build the perfect stick. And yes, it's not quite up there with, say, the top-end CCMs, but it really beats out most other manufacturers. So do I really need more than that? Not really. So I honestly might just buy some of these sticks, build a custom build, buy 3 or 4 of them, and just enjoy the old P14 curve like I used to love, because honestly guys, this is a great stick. Let's just go over some of the specs here. The shot power, it's better than the Hyperlite and it's better than the Catalyst. So I rate that, you'll see on my stick tier list, 3.5 out of 5. The Hyperlite and Catalyst were in that kind of 3 range. It brings a good shot. Definitely brings a good shot. Same with release. I'm going to rate that at 3.5 as well out of 5. And it brings a nice release, just like the old Total ones, the old Nexus, the original ones, the 1N. Those were excellent. It's the same kind of feel. It's a really great stick for that particular way. Balance and feel, it's nicely balanced. It's super light. I actually went back and forth just so I could get a little bit of a difference between my ripcord and this stick. And I think this is actually lighter. I know the new ripcord sits, I think, just like under 400 grams or so. They changed it from the Trigger 5, which was like way down, like 360 or something like that. That improved the ripcord. But I actually couldn't tell the difference, and it has nice rounded corners, and actually it felt pretty much the same. The only difference was the ripcord's recoil is so stiff and comes off so hard that that's how you can tell the difference. But once I leaned into a couple shots, it was really good. It was just as good. So it's just under those CCM's top performers, which is excellent. So overall, great stick. Some of the cons that I have with this stick though. So first things first is there's so many curve options that you can get tempted to do exactly what I did. I picked up a Line because I've heard it's an excellent curve and it's a lot of fun to use. But the problem is, holy cow, do the shots go high. Like when you see this thing compared to a P28, my first release was just like way up into the netting and I was like, oh my God. So it took me a little bit of time to adjust to, but because there's so many curve options, you might be tempted to try this stick after my review and then see all these crazy curves and pick one up and then you won't like it. I'm actually a little bit disappointed that I didn't just get a P14 because I would have known I would have liked that curve. I'm gonna make a go of this. It'll be my backup stick that I'll take when I'm not using my FT4 or Ripcord or AS4 Pro. And I'll probably go in and out of it just for fun because I actually liked it. It was just a fun stick to use. But don't get tempted if you're gonna pick one of these up to get one of the curves. If you like a certain curve, like you're a P28 guy, you're a P92 guy, just get the stick with that curve because you'll be happy with it. I'd be worried that the curves are too tempting and you'll get one and you're like, oh, I wanted the Line A, and then you're just like me and you're putting shots into the rafters and you can't adjust, and then it was a waste of the $169 anyway. So definitely stick with the proper curve. The other thing is, I don't know the warranty way of doing things, but my guess is this is actually a pretty durable stick. I doubt that they have much warranty return, which does mean you'll probably beat it pretty good and it will last you some time, but of course you'll never have that opportunity for a warranty. Whereas sometimes, because I believe that this is a much stronger stick, it doesn't have a bunch of tech in it like CCMs and Bowers do, and where you'll probably utilize a warranty. If you accidentally, say, catch a Bauer sling in the end boards, you're gonna break it. So you'll get to utilize that warranty, whereas this is just a solid overall stick, so you probably won't ever get to use it. So I would recommend that you just buy two, because at $169, you can get two for the price even less than one of the top line sticks. A Bauer sling was $380, and you can get two of these and you're golden, and you don't have to worry about it if you break one. I'm sure you'll actually like it. The other amazing thing though is of course customization, but again, I would just stick with what you know. Don't get tempted by all the craziness that goes with it. If you like a mid kick stick, just get a mid kick stick. If you like a low kick stick, just get a low kick stick. Don't just start trying different options and things like that, because you'll probably be disappointed and not go back. It's best to try your actual specs of this stick and actually see that you would enjoy it for what it is, which should be excellent. The final con that I had with this was just that it's probably not going to be updated. And I'm a stick guy. I love to check new sticks, so you can settle into this nicely. But the problem is my guess it's the same build over and over and over again, and you won't get any benefit from any advanced or changing technology, which is both a pro and a con. The stick is solid overall, but of course you're not going to have any changes like CCM does, where if you were a huge fan of the ripcord and they make a small change to it and make it slightly better, and you become even more in tune with that particular stick, you'll like it more. Whereas this is just going to kind of maintain status quo, not get various updates, and they're not going to try anything new. It's good and bad from both perspectives. Again, we're all beer leaguers. This is the perfect stick for that type of person. And the main reason is because this stick actually outperforms anything in its price range at $169. On their website right now it says $250, I think, but it says sale, so I'm guessing that as $169 is kind of the standard now for one of these sticks. $169 stick in this outperforms every stick on the market that is in that range. If you buy a $150 stick, you're usually at like a 450 gram range. It lacks any tech that actually matters. It's usually the third or fourth tier all the way from the top, you know, like below a team stick type thing. You got kind of pro, your next level in the 260 range, and then your next one is kind of like the team low end stick. They actually start getting heavy, blade heavy, clunky, lack feel. This stick isn't any of that. So if you're gonna buy a $170 stick, just go buy this, because this is an excellent stick in that price range. So kudos to Prostock, hockeysticks.com. I honestly, I don't know how they don't have more fans, and I don't hear about them, and I don't see these sticks all over the place. This is an amazing stick, guys. I'm really impressed. I can't wait to build a couple with my P14 in it, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Definitely check him out, pick one up. Gotta support the guy. He's a little guy going against the top end manufacturers, and he's bringing something that honestly is just as good as a Hyperlighter Catalyst for 1/3 the price. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. You'll see the LX Pro video soon. I apologize, I missed a couple games, so I don't have footage, and I didn't get a full test in there, so I'm working on that, and of course lots of other stuff coming. Hope you have a good one. Stick ratings are coming up.